Right now on Denver 7 News at 10, a breakthrough in a horrific crime.
It's fully involved. We can't even make entrance to search.
Our crews found 5 fatalities in the lower portion of the building.
Tonight, 3 teens are facing murder charges, accused of starting a fire that killed a family of 5.
Happy birthday to you. Memories come back to your mind and you realize that just takes you right back to the moment that you first heard.
The arrest bringing a sense of relief to a tight-knit community.
People who did this will no longer be able to hurt my family members, my community, or anybody else.
But as friends and family begin to try and heal, questions about the case linger.
For me, it's like, how could you do this?
Well, tonight, 3 teenagers are in custody accused of starting this deadly house fire in August. It started about 2:30 in the morning, and within minutes, the Gio family home in Green Valley Ranch was swallowed by flames.
Firefighters responded, but the flames were so intense that fire pushed crews back as they tried to rescue people. And in the end, 5 people died, including a baby girl and a 2-year-old, and a community just left devastated.
Well, by September, police set their sights on finding those masked people right there. The officers say they were spotted in the area at the time of the crime and then took off in a car.
For months, we heard little. And then today, police announced a breakthrough in the case. Denver officers announced 3 males were arrested in Jefferson County. 2 are 16, the other 15. And facing a slate of charges, including 5 counts of murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, as well as arson and burglary.
And those arrests bring some relief to the friends and family worried this case would never be solved.
As Denver 7's Gary Brode reports, the memories of the horror of that night still raw.
Flowers placed at the memorial in front of the home have withered, and for a while, so did hope the killers would ever be found. Until today. A family friend says with their arrest today, the Senegalese community can now begin to heal and feel safe.
I really hope they got outside.
I remember being waken up by my dad telling me that there was a fire at Jibi's house.
It's a memory AMADOU DIENG wants to forget, the night his friend Jibril and his family were killed when their house was set on fire. Jibi, as he was called, came to the U.S. for the American dream. He became a U.S. citizen and received a degree in civil engineering. His family had just joined him in the U.S. last year.
I drove there at 3 a.m. and the fire was still alive when I got there.
Since that night in early August, Jang and the rest of the Senegalese community have lived in a constant state of worry as the case was being considered a possible hate crime.
There's always been fear ever since this happened. It's like, how could this happen to a tight-knit community?
Ousmane Ba was Gio's college roommate at CSU. For Ba, those fears shrank Wednesday morning with the arrest of 3 juveniles in Jefferson County.
Today is a step closer to healing and closure. It's been 6 months now, and it's finally here today we've been all waiting for.
2 of the suspects are 16. 1 is only 15 years old, all facing 5 charges of first-degree murder to go with a list of other charges.
For me, it's like, how could you do this? Like, it's just that question, why? Someone that young to be so evil that early.
Denver police now believe the murders of Jibril and Aja Giol and their 2-year-old daughter Kaja and Giol's sister Hassan and her infant daughter Hawa was not a hate crime.
That brings also some relief to, and just puts at ease many members of the community to know that they were not targeted because of race or origins.
Despite the break in the case, for Jang, it doesn't change the fact he wishes he had more time with his friend.
I'm sorry that I did not stay to spend that last meal with him. Last time we were at his house was on Eid. It was me and my cousin, and he was forcing us to stay. We were like, we'll be back, and we never saw him again.
Because of the ages of the suspects, their names are not being released. Reporting here in Green Valley Ranch, Gary Brode, Denver 7.